what do we got going on here today? We got a piece of knife that we caught in a tire. Literally a blade size this big. So we're gluing that tire. Then we got the new blind mount bumper going on today. Roadworks edition manufacturing. This is the mounting plate. We got the old bumper here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts that we take out of the front, and we use the same bolts on the Roadworks mounting plate. This is an 18-inch blind mount bumper. Wait till it goes on. We're also going to be replacing these tires to bigger, taller tires because we're not using a lift kit on the bumper. So we're gonna hard mount it and just put bigger tires on to raise it up a little bit to prevent damage. So we'll see how all that goes. Stay tuned. Ще хоч? Дивись ще скільки. Ще багато. Аби не устав. Fun? We got all the lights in working condition. That's how we got everything organized. We also got fog lamps on this bumper. Perfect fit. Blind mount, as you saw, that first mount was mounted to the truck. Then you mount the actual bumper to the plate with 4 bolts like this, and we use the original bracket. We just kind of put a little extension and a longer bolt through the bottom. But now it's time to unwrap this Christmas present. That's gonna take a little bit of time. The fun stuff. Look at that, boys and girls. We finally got this custom Roadworks bumper on. Easy peasy. We don't need a bumper lift. We put the taller tires on and it looks beastly. Just gotta rip that Christmas paper off and call it a day. Can't wait to see what it looks like without it. Stay tuned. We're about to do the reveal. Morning, America. We are in Ohio on our first trip with this bumper. This bumper sits the same height as the stock bumper. even though it's an 18-inch, due to these tires raise it up 3 inches, so we don't need a lift anymore. We should be good on that. The only thing that it does is raise the load height 2 inches on the nose, but we shouldn't have a problem with that. I'm gonna give you a little history lesson on this bumper that I just installed on this truck. It was supposed to originally go on my previous truck with the painted to match grille and the painted to match headlights. Back when my brother ran the truck into a light post concrete base and damaged the headlight, damaged the grille, he damaged the bumper. If I have a picture, I'll add it on here. But I decided to do a little front makeover on it, and we ordered this custom bumper from Roadworks. We wanted something very good quality. It's a stainless steel 11 gauge bumper. So we ordered it, and we didn't do our research with bumper lifts, the lift kit. So apparently the Roadworks bumpers, if they're 18-inch, you can't really put a lift on it. It's built a little bit smaller than 18 inches, like 17 3/4, and you can't match a 18-inch lift onto it. You gotta do a bunch of notching work, and you gotta just do a bunch of other extra work. So we didn't know that. We kind of were told, but we ignored it, thought it would fit anyway with the bumper lift. So we ordered a Rainey's bumper lift from Florida, and that ended up not working. Then I ordered a 18-inch bumper lift from 12 gauge in Canada, and I asked them to make it a little bit smaller, around 17 3/4, so it fits, but it still didn't fit. So the bumper just laid on a shelf ready to be installed for like almost a year and a half after that. We just kind of were working on it on our extra time, just whenever we felt like it. So we never got to install this bumper on the previous truck that I paint matched the grille on and the headlights and put the visor on. So then I found out that I'm gonna be hopping on a new truck, so I ended up not installing it. And we thought of a great new idea. We kind of did some research, asked around other truck drivers, car haulers who put these 18-inch bumpers on and not get them damaged in the first week because they're lower, obviously. So they actually put taller tires on and just hard mount it without a lift. So we decided to try that out, and these new trucks came in, and they're somehow the height on the nose is a little bit lower than on the previous truck, the way the rack is built. So we decided to try it out with the taller tires, and it worked out. It worked out perfect. It's stock height on this 18-inch bumper with the taller tires, and the same vehicles that I put on the previous truck, it's exactly the same height with these tires on this truck, because somehow it's 2 inches lower on this truck on the nose, the way the same vehicles are parked, so it's gonna work out perfect. But yeah, the reason all that took so long, that many years, is because we didn't want to just slap it on anyway, because it's a pricey bumper. It was custom made, the tapered on the sides and the cut off on the edges, on the bottom front, both corners, so it had some work put into it. The fog light holes were drilled, all those light holes, there are like 52 lights on it, 52 light holes or something on it. Man, it's bumpy here in Michigan. But it finally worked out. We slapped it on. We're gonna try it out. The grille is gonna be painted also on this truck. The visor is gonna be painted on this truck. The headlights I switched from the previous truck. They're already paint matched. The breathers are paint matched. The skirts, the cab skirts are gonna be paint matched. So little by little, we're getting somewhere. We're gonna be getting somewhere. So tune in. If if you want to see more. But that's the first big addition on this brand new puppy.